Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning into your reading. So I know it's been a while. I thank you guys for sticking with the channel despite that. I have been quite busy actually, but I was drawn to do this reading for you guys. So it is going to be a collective reading, so the strongest collective energy of all of my subscribers. If you want to be included in that energy, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and that will help to put your energy stamp on the reading. But either way, welcome to the reading. So as you can see here, I've got these Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, okay? And I'm really pleased to have them because I had wanted them for a while, so this is a manifestation, and it came in an interesting way. My grandmother is downsizing, and she basically is something of a librarian of occult knowledge, knowledge in general, but occult knowledge as well. So I was gifted this deck, and I'm really thrilled and excited to have it. So I'll be using this in today's reading. And I also have these cards here that I made up, which are sentences or paraphrases of the card meanings, okay? It's a whole nother system. That's another thing I've been doing with my time. In between work and everything else, I've been studying these cards and how they work. How they basically work is the card meanings aren't necessarily that of the traditional tarot. A lot of times it is, but not always. And the meanings come from actual practice and taking note of and documenting what cards show up for what reading and for what phrase and for what sentence and what they're saying. And so there's a pattern that repeats, that the cards say the same things consistently. And so sometimes those phrases match traditional tarot meanings and sometimes not. So we're going to play with those and see what sentences come out. And you'll have to, you know, use your own interpretation as well, because, you know, you may see things in the cards that I don't see, because they're kind of like when some readers will cast like letter tiles, like Scrabble tiles, and you can choose like words or initials from that based on your own, you know, insights. I think that's partially going to be the case here, but since this is a new system for me, we're going to see how it plays out. And then also, I have so many, I got such bounty from my grandmother's house, okay? Such bounty, such booty, pirate booty here. And I'm really tickled with all my little things that I got. So I've got this little tarot deck. It's a little tiny tarot deck and tarot book. I won't be using that today, but I just think it's neat. I want to use the Tatiana's fortune cards. I believe they're just like Lenormand, so I'm going to use that today. Some of you viewers might be familiar with them, some of you not. We're going to play with them though, get to know them a little bit. So let me take those out and set them aside. And then I've got these great books. Look at these books. I mean, just the aesthetic themselves. The aesthetics, you know, are, you know, endearing to me, right? This is, I believe, from 1969. This is How to Read Tarot Cards in the Egyptian Way. I haven't been able to get through that. It is a bit different than traditional tarot reading. We've got The Signs of Love by Geraldine Saunders. I would love to figure out a way to implement some of this into a reading, but I haven't figured that out. This Moon Signs is the one that I really wanted to share, by Sybil Leek. If you guys get a chance to look at this one, I did go through this one, and it talks about like Moon in Aquarius, Moon in Taurus female, for example, physical characteristics, weaknesses of the different moon signs. I really found this to resonate and be highly accurate. So anybody interested in that, I might use this on my channel in the future or even today, depending on what comes out. Also, before I forget, you guys, I am doing a special this week for private readings. So I'm doing something new I haven't done before. I'm offering a $10 reading, and that will be an email reading with pictures of your spread attached. Okay, so I've never done that, but that's a good price point, I think, for a lot of people right now. So we'll do that. So email me. My information is in the description box down below the video if you want that. And also for those that like, because I know my regulars like the $20 video recorded reading. So it's a reading like the one I'm going to do today, except personalized for you based on your situation. So that $20 video recorded reading is also on sale. So again, email me if any of you are interested in that. That's a wonderful way to support the channel as well. So let's get started. Go ahead and think about your person of interest, because you know you have one. 99.9% of the viewers have a person of interest on their mind. If you don't have a person of interest, you can go ahead and just focus on a general question that you want to know regarding your love life and kind of apply it to a future person that might be coming in. We're going to do an overview, see what comes out. I might get messages from this person. I might get character trait cards from this person, songs from this person. We're going to play it by ear. Again, I can get a little bit more in-depth since it's just a collective reading, as opposed to me trying to cram in 3 different readings into one video. It's just one of the benefits of doing a collective reading, okay? So you guys, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Clear your minds. For all of my subscribers, give us some information on their love situation right now. Okay. I am wanting to see your guys' past in love. That's coming through for some reason. Maybe this will help you to figure out how much this reading is for you. We've got number 16, life experience. So that's the Tower. You could have strong Mars placements, Aries or Scorpio, don't have to. I do attract a lot of people with that energy. I think it's because I'm so direct. I'm so direct. You have to be strong. That I do tell the truth, and read the cards to the absolute best of my ability, and you just take what resonates and forget what doesn't, right? I'm reading for a lot of different people, so remember that and just take what resonates. Your past in love, Tower, you have had something happen that didn't work out the way that you wanted it to, and you could be have experienced a breakdown or a breakup. It could have happened surprisingly. Either way, it was a huge upheaval. It didn't have a strong foundation to begin with. It wasn't built correctly, so to speak. Anyway, it was meant to fall down, and it's not necessarily anybody's fault. It's just the way that the universe played it out. So let's read the card, because this is a new deck to me. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So that's the message. Like, that's a perfect message for the Tower. It's a very constructive way of using the Tower card to benefit a client or, a querent. And by the way, I do have the air conditioning on because it is warm where I live, and I know, it might not be the most pleasing sound, but I like the sound of the air conditioning. Really, it's like white noise. When it's not air conditioning season, I have a white noise machine on most of the time anyway. This just saves me the trouble of turning on a white noise machine. So anyway, I hope that's not disturbing. If it is, I always put closed captionings on all my videos, so go ahead and mute it and put the closed captionings on. I know some of you do that anyway because you watch the videos at work. Okay, so that being said, that's your past, okay? Past in love here. What's the present? What's the present for my viewers, for my subscribers? Got the Page of Air. So you are trying to learn. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to learn something. You could be observing someone. You could be thinking about someone, particularly about communication with someone, communication that you've had, that you desire to have. and or there is someone looking to communicate with you, okay? This is air sign energy, so somebody could have that strong in their chart, but either way, this is about being curious, like the card says, logical, curious, impulsive, honest, challenging information, delays or changed plans, truth delivered without tact, okay? So I think some of you might have had a conversation recently, or you will, where somebody will insult someone else, or something will be miscommunicated, or like it said on the card, communicated without tact, but I feel that it will be done innocently, okay, with a certain amount of innocence. So just know that it's not necessarily malicious, okay? That being said, that's what we're getting here. So communication, learning, and some of you are nervous Nellies as well. On the edge of your seat looking for a fight, or you're dealing with someone like that, okay? Like I always say, energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, so apply it to who it is. But that's that. And then let's just go ahead and glance, to the future of your love life. We'll get an outcome card later as well, which we'll talk about the future, but for now, what do we need to know? For my subscribers, for now, what do we need to know about the future of their love life? We've got 10 of air, 10 of swords, okay? So not gonna lie, some tough energies coming out here with the Tower and the 10 of swords. So this gossip could be an issue here. Some things said that were hurtful or taken in a hurtful way. It could have something to do with a child or a young person, doesn't have to be, or someone immature, but the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change, expect things to get better now, and recovering from an addiction. So all of these things can resonate to some extent for you, okay? When we see the 10 of swords, one of the good things about it is whatever this Tower moment is talking about, this significant life event, this revelation, this breakdown, it's to teach new lessons, right? Life is about experience, but if we can take a lesson out of it, all the better. And that's what's happening. And presently, you're just looking to learn what you can about whatever's happened, whatever's not working out. It looks like it's happening now. There's some sort of a downfall, there's some sort of upheaval, there's some sort of painful ending that you anticipate or that has already happened. For a lot of you, it's already happened. And you may be looking for, a clue as to what to make of it and to see what's going to happen next or what your person's going to do next. Okay, so, but the good news with that 10 of air is that it's over, it's wrapping up. If you're going through hell, the best thing in that situation then would be for it to be over, right? Meaning that whatever you're going through, it's wrapping up. It's ending. It's a difficult situation. It's ending. So if this doesn't resonate, choose a different group from the playlist link down below. But this is the energy for the strongest collective of all my subscribers and viewers right now. So expect to get better now. So this is about change. Embracing change. Not holding on to the past. Learning from one's mistakes or the mistakes of others, right? So now we're going to do a 5-card spread. We're going to look at how you feel towards your person of interest, the present situation, dig into that a little bit more, and how they feel about you, their intentions, the outcome, future outcome, and message that your guides want you to know right now. I'm getting a message to weed out any negative thoughts that are coming up, because even though the situation does warrant a certain amount of grief and, that's valid, but don't make it worse. Just because life gives you a cactus doesn't mean you have to sit on it, because some of you are really I'm hearing extrapolating. I'm trying to use a more common word. Hyper focusing, I guess, on the loss with the 5 of Earth. Somebody could be an Earth sign as well. On the loss, on missing someone, missing something, maybe fear surrounding money, maybe the need to ask for help, to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So these can be issues because that's Earth energy. But in a love reading like this, it has to do with focusing on lack, being miserable doing without something or someone. Okay. And I'm sorry for you guys that you're going through this, for those that this resonates with. Let's look at how you feel about your person. How do my subscribers feel about the person on their mind, the one they came to the reading for? 5 of Swords, wow. These cards are beautiful despite the challenging message coming out. Okay. So this is about an argument. Harsh words said, somebody being a bully, somebody else being the bullied one, an imbalance of power, somebody fighting dirty. It's really about mistreatment. So do you feel that this person has mistreated you, or do you feel that you're guilty of this? This card says an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Like I said before, that's what you're doing. That's what you're meant to be doing. Learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives, including your own. And this could be how you're feeling towards your person, that they need to review their motives. They need to learn from this. They made an unwise choice. So let's look at the situation. What's the situation for my viewers right now with their person of interest? Okay. Wow. Okay, we've got 2 of Water. I do feel like some of you, with the Page of Fire at the bottom of the deck, desire a message from this person, have been in contact with this person. It does not feel like a no contact situation. If it is a no contact situation, it looks like that's going to be ending, that there is going to be contact, or somebody is really focusing and thinking about contact, which likely will manifest in contact. What we think about and our dominant thoughts create our reality. So the situation is mutual love, mutual affection. So that's nice to see, because the rest of the cards have been hard. So despite whatever's happened and what will happen in the future, at least you can know on an emotional level that you two and your hearts are very close. This is also a card of forgiveness and a positive resolution of conflict. So you both want that. You both desire and feel like having a positive resolution to whatever this problem is, whatever's happened. And in your hearts you have grown closer. So sometimes challenges bring people closer together. Even tower moments can do that. But first, forgiveness needs to take place, or has taken place, okay? So how does your person of interest feel about you? How does my subscribers' person of interest feel about them? Got 8 of Earth. So for the record, we have more Earth, more air, and water sign energy here. So this would indicate that your person is really focused on you. They could be focused on work or school as well, but I am getting this that when I talked earlier about learning lessons and observing to learn all that one can about the situation, this includes your person trying to learn all that they can about the situation as well. So it's not just you trying to learn from and about this person or this situation, they're also doing the same. Mutual feelings, mutual energy between you. They do feel like they're making progress. They do understand that the better they get at this relationship thing, this love thing, this romance thing, that the better they get at, whatever they're trying to do here with you, the more rewarded they're going to be, and they're kind of studying you like a book. It's also coming across as, devotion with the Queen of Earth at the bottom of the deck. That this person really cares about you and is not giving up on the connection, wants to work it out, feels like working it out, feels like doing and learning what they have to take practical steps to make this happen, to work this out, to figure this out. Okay? Some of you people, your person feels like they're sent back to school. Again, we're getting a lot about learning lessons and this relationship teaching lessons, okay? For both of you. So this experience has sent this person back to school as well. To learn how to be more like the Queen of Earth, more thoughtful, more warm, more understanding, more sensitive. If any of you are in that harsh 5 of air energy toward this person, they're trying to figure out like why you're being that way. What is the underlying deal with that? Okay? But that's not going to be for everyone. So let's see what this person's intentions are towards you. The Dreamer, the Fool, to take a leap of faith, Archangel Metatron. The leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So yeah, their intentions towards you are to come forward. Their intentions towards you are to get things done. But they're also relying on spirit and the flow of life to kind of direct them when it comes to this. It's like they're focusing on a way to do that, to take action. Their intentions are to leap towards this connection, to have a new beginning in the connection. It's like they're preparing for this connection. They're preparing for a new beginning in this connection. So it's not like they're going into it all haphazardly like the Fool can be. The Fool can be haphazard, unrealistic, just jumping into things. And, the Fool is okay when he does that because the Fool is connected to Source. The Fool is connected to Spirit, and the Fool is protected. So often when this Fool takes a leap of faith, they overcome the odds and end up achieving what they want to achieve. They end up getting away with things other people couldn't get away with, in terms of like they can take risks and it will work out. But this person is also, it's a calculated risk. They're feeling like taking a calculated risk, and that's their intention. And even if it means that, they have to take a leap of faith, then that's what they're going to do, okay? They want to be like a solid person. They want to do the honorable and kind thing. So, just out of curiosity, I'm going to peek into the subscribers' intentions towards this person. For the strongest collective energy of my subscribers and viewers, show me the subscribers' intentions towards this person. Awakening, number 12, Archangel Gabriel. So, by the way, we've got Aquarius, Aries, and Piscean energy. So your intentions, you wanted to give this person a wake-up call. So maybe you're the one that ended it or did something to cause it to end. Not necessarily, but some of you, that's the case. You could have just said something to this person to hint, you know, how you felt or what you thought. That could have been taken some kind of way, maybe not in the best way, or maybe kind of in a neutral way. But your intentions now are to hang tight. Look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So you're just committed to being yourself. And this is a good energy to be in, because awakenings cannot be forced, but you can be open to them when their time comes. And it's like you realize that. So whatever mistreatment or nastiness that has occurred in this connection, whatever that Five of Swords is, you're surrendering. It's like if it's an argument, if it's a fight, you're letting go and you're surrendering, and you are opening yourself up to divine intervention. You're opening yourself up to your intuition. You are being still, and that's how the voice of your guides gets through to you. That's how you are guided in the right direction. So it's good. It's like you are moving away from that Five of Swords energy, or you intend to do this if you're not doing this. You intend to move away from that Five of Swords energy by looking at things from a different perspective, by taking a time out, by not needing to know all the answers, by realizing that taking a step back is often the best way to ultimately take, 10 steps forward. And there's also something about being yourself. So intending to be yourself as well. Okay. All right. Coming in, and in this way, you're coming into balance and surrendering to divine timing, that things will be what they will be, and things will happen when they will happen, or at least that's kind of what your intention is. I want to get another card showing the relationship between these two before we get an outcome card and some messages. And if this is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and keep it going. It lets me know that you want more readings like this. What is the combined energy between my viewers and subscribers and their person of interest? The Hermit. Yes, being in separation more than likely, or at least retreating, going within. There is a helpful energy from one to the other here, but there's also some solitary soul searching going on. And it feels like the viewer is focusing on yourself, the things that you enjoy doing. You are getting reacquainted with your true self. Sometimes when you get in a relationship or you focus on someone else for so long, you forget your own hobbies, friends, interests, things like that. And then when it's over, or when there's a standstill, then you're able to come back to that and touch stone and recharge yourself inside yourself. And that's what's happening. Both of you are doing that. So spending time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery, learning about yourselves, okay? This person is really taking this whole business of learning about themselves and you and the relationship, or relationships in general, and just kind of life and their journey very seriously. They're doing it in a practical sense. You're doing it in more of an internal or spiritual sense. But you both have gone within on this connection. That being said, we've got some Leo energy at the bottom of the deck. You both feel a strong connection to each other still. You both desire to forgive or have forgiven one another, or you will forgive one another with this, because the Tower is here and Ten of Swords. We know forgiveness is essential. If there have been harsh judgments between the two of you, this combined energy is saying that those harsh judgments are released or being released, and there's forgiveness and compassion. There's an inner strength that exists between the two of you, and a knowingness that regardless of what happens, this is and has been an important relationship. And there's also this feeling that one or both of you realizes that regardless of what happens, you're both going to be okay. Like whatever this Tower moment is, it might be super hard right now, or it might have been very trying, might be a very hard time, difficult, but you both understand that it's going to be okay ultimately, you know, whether you're together or apart. And right now it looks like you are apart, at least a good amount of the time. So let's look at the outcome. What does the viewer need to know about the outcome, the big message from Spirit, and where this is going in the future? We got a future card earlier. I'm going to get another one here. An end to troubles was the future card earlier. So now let's get an outcome card. Yeah, strength again. So everybody's going to be handling the situation like adults. And there's an inner understanding between the two of you that means that however different you are, you intrinsically understand one another. And in the outcome, we're seeing continued preparation, continued anticipation of needs, and a focus on a positive resolution and a positive outcome, a peaceful resolution. So it's not a real strong card of action. It's more like sitting together and being each other's energy and handling each other in a way that feels good to both of you, feels instinctual. It's a very dichotomous energy in the terms of feeling like very masculine versus feminine, but in a cohesive way that works. So one of you is the Empress, one of you is the Lion, or in this case the Tiger. But you can handle this. You can handle the struggles. You're strong, you're courageous. You're both going to be strong and courageous in the future, and handle the situation like mature adults. So whatever happens, that you guys are going to handle this like mature adults, which is good, because we have that Five of Swords energy, which would indicate that things, you know, got a little down and dirty in a bad way. Things got bad, and this is saying that things get better, much, much better. It's like even to the point of some of you, you know, reconciling, coming back together. The Strength card is not necessarily a reconciliation card, but it is a partnership card. It can be. And we've got the Husband card at the bottom of the deck. The King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. So some of you really could be dealing with the fire sign or Leo. In particular, focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So the King of Fire takes action when the King of Fire desires to take action, but also when he knows that's going to get him closer to his vision of what he wants. So there will be action taken here. But first there will be kind of like a quiet coming together, like some sort of a resolution. All right, so let's go ahead and get some of these cards here. If you guys need clarity or have another question about this reading or your person, go ahead and think about that. Okay, for my viewers and subscribers, please. Tell us whatever we need to know about this relationship, this connection. And what does the viewer need to know about this? Some of you are really stressing out about the fact that this person has ghosted, vanished, walked away, or that you have had to do that, or that you've been disillusioned in some way. So as you can see, you can make sentences or almost make sentences out of the phrases on these cards. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to try doing that, and I will tell you what I'm getting here. But where you are now is stressed out about the establishment, the head of the household. So this could be your husband. This could be literally anything to do with the establishment. We could take this literally, but the Emperor is the divine masculine as well. And we already know that many of you intend to stay where you're at. You perhaps are not talking about this with anyone, or you intend not to talk about this with anyone while you figure it out. This could be about a ladylike woman, or you could be a ladylike woman. You could be stressing out about a woman, a mysterious woman for some of you. Some of you have cried at night about this person, or this person has cried about you if you haven't cried about them. They've cried about you and they don't talk about that, or feel sad about this, but they don't talk about that. Somebody is trying to hide their fears regarding a boss figure, a strong masculine in their life. Gotta get it done. Yeah. Okay. Your person, like I said before, they intend to take action. It might not be right away. Their intention is to be slow and steady, but I feel like once the ball gets rolling, that they are going to, once the ball gets rolling, they are going to take quicker action, okay? Because of that King of Wands energy is an action-oriented person. It's like once they get it done, the plan, and they're sure about their vision for the future, they're going to show you who they are, and they're going to tell you, okay, this is who I am. Some of them are going to tell you that they are proud of you. Okay, and we'll just get one more sentence out of here. There's definitely a plan in the works here. It's like he started making a plan for financial future, but it's for sure that this person is making a plan okay. So this person's also coming through in the energy of feeling stuck. You could be the one feeling stuck. Your intentions are the Hanged Man. Or you could be mirroring this person's energy of being stuck, and he would tell you that he's been unable to take care of or be a partner. And I say he because that's what's on the card, but also the majority who watch are feminine. So if you are masculine, change the pronouns, but this is what we're getting. That this person is starting to make a plan to tell you at least what has been causing them to be unable to take care of or to have the abilities and skills to. This could be a third-party situation with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. This person could feel stuck because they are with a partner and their money and resources are combined. They would tell you that. Okay, and let's get one more card on that. One of these women, or both of them, or perhaps your person, is really anxious about, in fear and dread about, a choice that needs to be made, or the situation itself. We've got 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck saying, it depends on whether people are the problem. It depends on the interpersonal politics. What are politics? Politics have to do with the rules of engagement, the rules that society imposes on people in certain relationships or situations that you are expected to follow, you know, or like the way that families interact. There's certain things you know you can get away with and certain things you know that you can't. There are mitigating circumstances. This person is talking about that, or that's the energy that's coming through for this reading, that this is a bad time in their life. They're with a dysfunctional person, or there are dysfunctional people involved in this, and there's a problem with that. So that's what we're seeing, guys. Let's just take a moment to kind of look at it again. They could have, again, their money intermingled with a partner. Perhaps a partner is a fire sign, an earth sign, They could have a female boss. You could be the female boss, or a boss lady in their life. But it just depends on like family and money. This person intends to come toward you and take that leap of faith. And that is on their mind quite a bit. But there are certain things that need to be done, and they need to be done in the right way because of these circumstances. So let's get some, what should we get next? What should we get next? Let's get messages. I was drawn to messages, and then I was trying to, because I want to use these fortune telling cards as well, or whatever they were called. Yeah, Tatiana's fortune cards. And this person does feel, and you feel passionately about this person. And there is a lot of affection between the two of you, even love, but there's something else. Things are not as they seem between the two of you. And it could be because of the third party, or there's a lack of, I mean, there's just something else at play here. Yeah, we've got validation of that. We've got, you have a very sweet side, but you won't suffer fools. You cut them out and keep it moving. That's what I said. I think some of you might have cut this person out, or let them go. Or now you intend to do that. You intend to stop trying, maybe, to let this relationship go. But anyway, that's what they're saying. You have a very sweet side. Sweet side, it's like they're worried about perhaps like how that sweet side's going to play out. Yeah, we've got Knight of Swords coming out as well. And then we've got this coming out as well. So, okay, and this as well. Okay. So we've got Knight of Swords and Queen of Swords. So lots of air sign energy coming out. Somebody could be older than the other person, but in the end, you guys are both going to handle this like adults. With that. And then they all kind of follow the same thing, that Five of Swords. So I'm sorry, guys, but some of you viewers, you have been mean to this person, okay? If it's the other way around, flip it like I always say, but I also tell the truth on my channel. And this person's kind of saying that. At least this is how they feel. Like you, like this, something, you know, bad has happened, obviously, with the Tower and the Ten of Swords. And this person's kind of looking at you and saying, you know, you do have a sweet side, but you won't suffer fools. You cut them out. This is a concern for this person. Some of your remarks are insensitive, and I don't even think you're aware of it. You could feel this way about this person. You could both have some of that sharp air sign energy sometimes. We're doing things my way. I will not compromise, and I don't have patience for your needs. So that could have been the attitude before for one or both of you, but I do see that your person is learning and learned from this connection, and will learn from this connection valuable lessons about what having that attitude will get them. And I have a certain type I'm looking for, and I'm not sure you're it. So that creates doubts. The way things have gone has created doubts for this person. But yet you guys still feel connected. It's just there are extremes here that need to be brought into balance. And this person is trying to figure out how to do that, and they would be willing to start over. I think you're both, like I said, both trying to figure out and learn from this. Like at the very least, like if all you do is take away valuable lessons about what works and what doesn't work in relationships, and learn about yourself through this process, that's still valuable, you know. So look at another message from this person. What would they like the viewer to know? If they had no fear and they had no filter, what would they say? We got your guides validating us that what I just said about if all you do is learn valuable lessons about yourself and life and love from this connection, regardless of how it turns out, it's still a success. I love our ride or die connection. I will be here for you no matter what. So this person acknowledging that connection. And that's why I said this person is still committed to learning about this, working on it, intending to take that leap of faith, starting over with you. I absolutely cannot resist the strong sexual attraction I feel for you as well. So this person, they are very attracted to you, right? They feel passionately about you. At the bottom of the deck we have justice. I need to consider the facts objectively so that everyone's treated fairly. So that's that 10 of Pentacles energy we saw earlier. It's like work, home, family issues. Some of them are with someone else. Maybe you are, both of you. And anyway, they want to treat everyone fairly, but that includes you. Okay? They want to treat you fairly. And it's like regardless of how things have gone, they still want to stay connected to you. They still, like, they're not completely turned off by this, by the ups and downs in this connection and how much it's been through, how much it's going through. Which takes a good amount of commitment for somebody, you know, to feel that way and to be that way. And with that 8 of Pentacles, that's a card of commitment. It's a card of devotion. It's a card of mastery. This person is motivated to master whatever this is. Perhaps you as well, master you, but it feels like they want to master the situation. You have the cutest nose. The way your hips sway when you walk is super sexy. They like the way you walk. They like your bottom, your booty. Okay. They like your nose. And even in the morning, you are so beautiful. You have my heart. So those are some of the things that this person would say to you if they had no filter. Okay. I always like to play with these romantic angels cards. So we're going to get one card from this deck, and then I'm going to do the fortune telling cards and get you a song, and let me look around. Anything else? I don't think so. Life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. So that is an element here. Because we saw with that Queen of Pentacles, this could be your life partner, the one that you are with, your husband or your wife. Or someone is dealing with a life partner and you're a soulmate. So those two things are not necessarily the same thing. I think that this person is someone with whom you can have a stable and steady romance. I think this person is dedicating themselves and is ready to take a leap of faith on this connection if they could figure out how to do it and get themselves unstuck. I feel like some of them feel like you are stuck and they're trying to figure out how to get you out of that so that you can meet them on that cliff and take that leap of faith. But I mean, this person obviously, I'm hearing adores you, that you guys obviously adore one another. I'm really just drawn to this picture. And that's a very sweet and intimate little embrace there. I mean, there's just something about that picture. It's a little bit different from some of the other pictures in the deck. This is more, and there's more of a sweetness and a feeling of being on the same team. So that's speaking to me about the possibilities that exist for this connection, at least the desires that you both have for the connection. They're good, they're positive, they're pure-hearted desires. It just maybe not the most realistic right now. Okay, fortune telling cards. also one card that my subscribers need to know, that need to see to understand this connection and this reading better. Aw. And then we've got another tower looking thing. So these cards are interesting, aren't they? They're kind of like, well, negatives. You know, negatives from a camera film. But also, I think this book talks about it being meant to elicit some sort of psychological response, seeing these cards. So we've got a little boy with a cowboy hat, looks like a little boy on a tricycle or a scooter of some kind, like a big wheel. I don't know, do they still call them that? And I'm looking it up because, like I said, it's a new deck to me. And even if it is a Lenormand, children, but perhaps also the early stages of something like love or business. Yeah, so children could be an issue. You could share children, or we saw that Ten of Pentacles and there being some sort of outside circumstances at play here. What is this one saying? It's a powerful card. Long life or something from the past, someone older, is regarded as an occult card. So yeah, take that how that resonates. I did see, like, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords versus the Queen of Swords. So there could be an age difference here, maturity difference, but I feel like this is about somebody that you have dealt with for a while. These two together kind of give me a Six of Cups vibe. And this life partner card also gives me a Six of Cups vibe. Like, if the little kids on the Six of Cups grew up, I imagine this is how they would embrace. And like, he's kissing her cheek. That's sweet, you know? There's something sweet about that. And that's what the Six of Cups is, and that's what this energy is, okay? And why not? Let's get this other card here. And that's a ship. Travel and overseas connection. Maybe this person lives at a physical distance from you. You could be traveling together. Somebody could like to travel. But it's also saying that affairs are moving rather than stagnating. So this person is more action-oriented at this time than you are. Or you are action-oriented, you're in the midst of a fight, but you intend to take a time out, whereas this person is ready to take a leap of faith. And anyway, overall, with the ship card, it's about things are moving. So we did see this, that's what came out. From my phrases deck, that's what came out, that things are moving, things will move, but somebody is stuck, they need to get out of it, or there's some work issues, family issues that are preventing or have prevented or hindered this connection in some way. So yeah, if somebody's trying to have a child, it looks like you're going to have a little boy. That's moving along, just saying. That's for those. That's a specific message, not for everybody. I do want to read this child card a little bit more in depth. So if you don't like the reading part, thanks for tuning in. Remember to order a private reading. We can do any kind of private reading that you see on my channel that I do publicly. We can do a version of that for you privately. So love TheOracleDragon at gmail.com. I accept Venmo and Cash App. $10 for an email reading with pictures of your spread, pictures of your card, and or a $20 video recorded reading like this one, but for you specifically, okay? So this is saying, reading from the book here, always positive. This is the card of children. Depending on who is being read, The card will signify either their own child or children, or a childhood state of their own. If the child card falls next to the woman or the man, it would signify a man with children or a woman with children. If the reading is for a young person without children, the card is simply an omen of happiness, something that will provoke a childlike state of wonder and bliss. The meaning depends on the cards surrounding it. The child beside the lily and or fish might indicate business still in its infancy. The child beside the heart of the ring means love is still in its first stages. Beside the man, it would clearly describe a man with children. The child might be seen as a man who is still young in heart or spirit, perhaps not yet fully mature. Several combinations have permanent meaning. Child with stork always means pregnancy. Child with flowers is always a happy event. Child and moon is a proposal or possibly marriage, okay? So what I'm taking from this is that you're going to be happy. Whatever happens here, you're going to be happy. And we do have the moon here at the bottom. That was like the next card coming out. Didn't it just mention something about the child with the moon? Just a second. Where did that go? A proposal, probably marriage. So marriage is a factor here. You could end up marrying this person. You could be married to this person. But either way, you're gonna be happy. Okay? It doesn't feel like it right now, but you are happy. You're going to be happy. And for some of you, it will be with this person, and some of you, it won't. I just have to be honest about that. I know people don't really like to hear that. Sometimes people understand, like, if this is your reading and you're experiencing a Tower and a Ten of Swords and Five of Swords, then you probably already know that it might not work out, or maybe you don't even want it to, but you're just kind of trying to understand what happened. Others of you still want it to work out, and so does this person. And I feel like either way, whatever category you fall in, this person does want it to work out with you. So hopefully you both get what you want, and it's for the, for the best for both of you. So let's just kind of get a card from here. The Angel Answers deck. I mean, is this going to work out? Let's just do that. I avoid yes or no questions because Spirit generally doesn't care for those. But this deck does have yes or no answers. So we'll see if we can get a yes or no answer. Will this relationship work out for the majority of viewers? Probably not for the majority is what I'm hearing instinctively, but will this, yeah, some of you need to ask your angels. Like, if you want an answer that you're not getting from this reading, you need to ask your angels. But ask your angels, like, what do we need to know, or will this work out? Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to say that. Ask for help from others. That came out twice. Some of you might be needing some help from other people for whatever this is going on. Others of you, the answer is no. Choose a new direction. It's up to you. So things are not going to work out the way that things are going now. So there's something that you need to do, and it might have to do with asking for help from others. Friends, family members, confidant, therapists, mentors, life coaches, counselors, somebody, in a manifestation community, tarot reader, myself. But there is a need for ask for help for others. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. Now, if you choose a new direction, change course, it's up to you. This can work out for you, okay? Some of you are on the fence, or you need to reconsider for some reason. Like, maybe you are reconsidering. Maybe you are like, you're not sure about this person anymore. They're sure about you, but maybe you're not sure about them. So what's the advice? For those this spread resonates with, when you're saying choose a new direction, point us in the new direction. What's the new direction? What's the new direction? What's the new direction my subscribers should go in for it to be a strong possibility that they will get what they want here? That it will work out. Wow. Happily ever after. And we've got inner child at the bottom of the deck. So some of you need to heal your inner children or pay your inner children more attention. That should be a habit. The inner child will never die. It'll always be within you. And so some of you really need to pay that inner child some attention. Like that's somehow essential to your happiness in this relationship. Even if you're just hugging yourself, telling yourself silently or aloud that you love yourself. Even if you're just saying affirmations in your head, like once a day, twice a day, or whenever you want to, that you love yourself, you embrace your inner child, like doing something that you liked to do when you were a kid, or acknowledging something that, you know, you acknowledged when you were a kid, or having a fond, happy memory from childhood and replaying that in your head, just doing something that you acknowledge, playing with children, playing with pets, you know, doing something that brings out the kid in you and honoring that. That's essential. But I want to read the happily ever after card, because I know, I mean, it's just saying choose a new direction and you can have happily ever after, but that's the means that you get to happily ever after. How do you get what you want? Be happy. Be happy now. Be happy now. We had that child card talking about happiness is coming. There's an end to your troubles. You will be happy. And this is kind of just emphasizing that even more. Be happy now. So a happy outcome is assured. Release your anxiety and feel secure that everything is resolved in the end. This is a reassuring card signaling that the movie you are currently starring in has a very happy ending. Situations that appear sticky are miraculously resolved. Misunderstandings forgiven, mistakes are forgotten. We did see that vibe between the two of you, of forgiving one another, of having compassion for one another and for mistakes. You are urged to stop worrying about the future, as your fears could be self-fulfilling in a negative way. And I did mention that somebody was crying at night, or really focusing on the bad stuff, the sad story, what went wrong, what one fears will go wrong. That's what's going to make it not work. So this is telling you to stop that. Okay? Your person, this is a message for you, whoever is resonating with this side, the left side of the table, because the person on the right side of the table, for most of you, your person of interest, they're in the full energy, or they intend to be, which is a carefree energy. So this is really talking to most of you. It's the viewers, like the subscribers. Stop worrying, as your fears could be self-fulfilling in a negative way. You could literally sabotage heaven's happy plan for you if your worries are excessive. So go outside in nature and ask your fairies to help you rejoice in the perfection of creation. Your joy renews your faith and ensures the happy outcome that is in store for you. An affirmation you can say is, everything is in divine and perfect order right now. And yeah, fairies is something you believe in when you're a child, but you know, in the spiritual community, we know them as elementals, and anything that's focused on for any real length of time is alive in some plane of existence. So this is, again, to me, talking about revisiting things you enjoyed in the past, like having that Peter Pan mindset, watching Disney movies or something, you know, anything that gets you back in the spirit of a child, to attend to that inner child, because the inner child's afraid. The inner child's terrified, and that they're not going to get their partner, they're not going to live happily ever after, that they're not going to be taken care of and loved, that you don't love them, that your person don't love them, like whatever story is here, you have to correct. And anyway, going outside in nature is a good place to start. Okay, believing in, like, reading like some fairy tales to yourselves. Like, I remember reading Beatrix Potter for the first time when I was like in my early 20s, and it was myself and a friend of mine who was like 8 or 10 years older than me. But so we're two adult women like having a sleepover, reading Beatrix Potter to each other, right? That was extremely nurturing to our inner children. That was very healing and exactly what we needed. And I remember, and I think about that memory fondly. This was years ago, and that's something that you shouldn't be afraid of doing. Like, let yourself go there or do something similar, because it's extremely healing for you. Your inner child will never go away, and it will always act up if you continue to neglect it through excessive worries and just not being that strong parent to yourself that you need to be, the one that has your own back and the one who is your biggest coach, right? Your biggest advocate. And you could be a great advocate to yourself in certain life areas, but according to this relationship, you're not really having your back right now or saying or doing the right things for yourself. And if you continue on this path, then no, you're not going to work out with this person. If you follow the advice of happily ever after, stop the excessive worry, go outside in nature, ground yourself, focus on loving yourself and loving the most vulnerable parts of yourself, then yes, this will work out. It's up to you. And if you are already doing some of these things, keep doing them. Like, you're never, keep doing it. It's just a reminder, an acknowledgement that what you're doing is what you should be doing, okay? That if you're following the advice that I just gave, it's what you should be doing. So good on you. If not, then get on it. So let's get a song, please, for the viewer that gives a little bit more clarity about this reading or is a message from the person of interest. Let's take this one. We've got 9 of Wands and we've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Aretha Franklin, respect. Yes, no need for that 5 of Swords energy. That fighting dirty, that mind game, that letting the ego cause one to mistreat someone, or, a victory, like cheating to achieve a victory is no freaking victory at all in any way, shape, or form, right? Anyway, respect is essential. That's coming out, RSPCT. But the main one that came out was the 9 of Wands. Tom Petty, won't back down. So this is your person. They're not backing down. They're not giving up on this connection. Now, you might be in the Hanged Man energy, or you intend to be, where you're just going to sacrifice this connection or sacrifice expectations or the way things used to be. But this person isn't. It's good that you want to take a step back, reflect, tune into your intuition, and then know which way to go from there. It's a good way to be still, is allowing yourself to have the psychic download. So go ahead and be still, meditate, do what you need to do. But the Hanged Man always comes with a level of surrender. Okay? So, the Hanged Man, what song is that? Patience, Guns N' Roses. Okay? So you intend to have patience. This person intends not to back down. So I think that's pretty positive. Unless this person is the one that's giving you a hard time, and unless they're being bullheaded or something in a way that you can specifically identify, that you can specifically say yes, that they're being bullheaded in a particular way that's not serving us, well, then that might be bad news. But I don't think so. Overall, this is about 8 of Pentacles energy. This person is not going to back down. You can stand them out to the gates of hell and they won't back down, okay? So that's something that could be used for good or for ill, right? But with regard to you, it feels like it's good. If this person needs to stand up to someone or something, then it looks like they will. they're not done fighting for this. It does all depend on whether or not you're patient, though, or there's patience needed here. But if you really want this, then you can have it. So this is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel. And if you'd like that private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. And I will talk to you next time.